questions that we have today, and we're going to get those. So we want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank Mr. Garcia and folks on both sides of the aisle for being here today and being patient. We have a lot more questions, and I hope that this will open the door to more hearings in the future. I obviously would like to know how much taxpayers are spending on this. You have the right to know. But also, if we're spending money on something that doesn't exist, why are we spending the money? And if it does exist, why are we hiding it from the public? And of course, our national security is a huge issue, because if there's technology that could harm us or our allies that are in the hands of our adversaries, we obviously want to stay ahead of that to the best of our ability to ensure that that technology is not in the hands of someone who could use it.
National security is always protected. This is a conversation and question that must continue, so I'm very grateful to all of you. I also just want
to... I had to make a decision. I have 2 things to do, 3 things. I got to get my 10,000 steps in, but I also need to go to the post office and, first of all, mail my mama something and do that jury duty thing, but I also wanted to go and put a payment down for this credit card and get my pedicure. Post office and credit card payments close at 5. 2 separate directions, 30 minutes from each other. So, had to make a choice. So I'm going to the post office to drop these things that can already be in the works. And then I may walk partial of the way to get back and catch the credit card place. Catch a ride on the way back. But I want to get my steps in, so. I think it's time to switch this shoe. It's already hit its 100,000 step mark, so I can feel it in my heel and in my lift off that the cushion has already hit its 100,000 steps. So these will only be for show now. I can't really use those for my walks after today. Most shoes are somewhere between 80 and 120,000 steps before you lose the cushion that you need. So if you're walking 10K a day for fitness and not just taking regular steps, you're going to feel the difference after a couple of weeks to a month. And I've had these probably a month and a half to 2 months maybe. But it's a new brand. I think it's called Cloud something. Try all different quality levels and price points, trying to see what works. But yeah, this one didn't last for more than a month and a half, I think, because I've been switching out these Cloud shoes with my Adidas and my Nikes and my Pumas and the other shoes that I have. So I hadn't even gotten the full daily that I gave my Nikes and my Adidas that seemed to work out much longer. So, but as of today, I'll have to retire these to just cute shoes to wear with an outfit, not really utilitarian. I have to make a choice because I needed to go to the post office and to the credit card place. Not that either one is urgent, but I like to create these little tasks for myself. And I'm like, dang it. It took me so long to finish the workout today because I kept stopping and being distracted by everything. So I didn't get out as early as I wanted to. So I ended up leaving like at 3:40, 3:50. And everything closes at 5. So now I'm like, okay, well, the post office is down there, 30-minute walk, and the credit card place is back there, 30-minute walk. I'm literally in the middle of both. So rather than walk 30 minutes that way with these envelopes and then have to walk another 30 minutes past to get there, I thought, at least let me get my hands free. Let me get this done, and then I'll rush back if I have to run. I'm in a better mood already. Got to get out here amongst the trees, breathe a little bit, get things done. I think my issue is, like, I don't even think I have any more capacity for extra stress. And the fact that I had 2 or 3 little obstacles to overcome today, and also the fact that I wanted to be done by a certain time and was getting frustrated with the fact that I was still there 2 hours behind the time that I thought that I would be finished, kind of really offset my mood. So I gotta watch that, because I hate being frustrated. Just want to be at peace. I need a season of peace. Not that I can't do hard things, they don't need to be so difficult. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't need it to be extremely easy. Also, don't need it to be so hard, you know? Simple things don't feel simple anymore, which is unfortunate. But we're getting things that we can get done finished, i.e. headed to the post office to get my letters and things sent off and get my 10K steps at the same time. And I put myself in a little time conundrum because things close at 5. And it's like 4:15, and I still have like an hour walk in the opposite direction once I get there, to do the other 2 things that I wanted to do today. So I may have to concede that because I took so long to finish that workout, kept getting distracted and getting phone calls, and, which, you know, you got to do that stuff too. You got to stop and have community and relationship and all those things. But I derailed my day longer than I thought I would have. So I'm gonna have to be okay with that. I did get a few things done though. Got my workout done, getting the post office done, got my phone call to the bank done. So those are 3. Got 3 of those things done. In fact, I need to call my other bank and have them help me with another one of these app charges that just refuses to stop charging me. I've emailed, I've called, I've gone to their customer service link that sends you in a loop. It's September. So yeah, I think I'll do that now. And that will have been 4 things off my list that I got done. So still a good day. I may have to save my pedicure, which I don't want to do. Really had wanted to get that done today, but I may have to do that and the credit card thing later than what I expected. And that'll be okay. At least they'll get done. Okay, some of the pressure is off because I got my mom's card mailed off, and I got my jury duty certificate of attendance mailed off, so I can run me my $20. Ain't a lot, but it's my $20, so I'll take that. Thank you. And now I'm headed to do another payment, assuming I can make it there before they close. I hope that I can. Then I'll sit down and get my pedicure done because I'm gonna need it. Discovering that I've held so much stuff in for so long that just to release it and just say it out loud helps me compartmentalize and get it off my shoulders. Like in this season, I don't know what that is, but I can't hold it on my shoulders anymore. I need a break. I'm tired of suppressing, tired of holding, tired of not feeling what I'm feeling, trying to keep up appearances. It's not helpful. I feel like some of the dementia and the Alzheimer's and the breakdown of the body is because of the fact that we are holding things in and not addressing them. How you address them does matter, but I feel like if you're in a particular season where your life is on fire, your brain is on fire, that's not the time to tell people how they should be coping. Let them get out of the thick of the fire first. Allow me to get out of the thick of the fire first. And then I'll package it up and make it look nice. Maybe after I've gotten out of harm's way. And I feel like that's why a lot of people have left here. The guy who, what's his name? Anthony Bourdain, am I saying that right? The guy who did all the cooking, Robin Williams, the comedian actor, the other lady that did the shoes and handbags. Like, people are leaving this place because the pressure is a lot. And then you feel like you have to justify why you're under pressure and why you can't continue to take the trauma and the abuse and the workload. And it's like, all of that is just making it worse. Thank you. So I'm learning to just kind of release that stuff and let it go in the moment. Get it out of my cells and out of my system. So I'm not having to regret not getting rid of it earlier or suppressing it down so far. It'd be the small things. When you hear people going through therapy and you're just like, well, why did they just all of a sudden, and you get to hear the things that happened to them in the past. It'd be seemingly small things about how somebody rejected them in a season or how they didn't feel ample enough because of what somebody said or because they weren't chosen. Like, I'm reading, well, I've already finished the book by Mike Todd, Damaged But Not Destroyed. I finished that book about 2 weeks ago, so it's just coming up now. But he's like, he felt rejected from not being able to play drums at the big service. And so everything about perfection and about going overboard and not letting other people around him, not allowing them to give less than what he thought was the best effort, even on his wedding day or the night before his wedding. Had his wife hanging up chandeliers and lights and decorations, trying to make it look a certain way so that it wouldn't look as if he didn't have excellence or perfection. And he had his wife up when she should have been resting before her big day. He should have been resting before his big day. But something as small as not being able to play drums for that particular service led him into, so you don't know what small things are triggering certain behaviors. And I don't want to be in somebody's hospice stay in 10, 15 years, rocking back and forth, mumbling things that nobody has no clue about because now they're resurfacing because I didn't say them in the moment. Really think that's a big deal, not to suppress anything else. Not for this season anyway. It's like I can't be bothered to hold it in. That's just my observation. And maybe that's why the 50, 60, 70-year-olds that we've seen in times past, like, oh, she has no filter. She does what she wants to do. He does what he wants to do, says what he wants to say. Because you get to a point where you're just like, listen, you yahoos are trying to impose your will and I don't get a say. No, I got to say something. So, like they used to say in Jersey and New York when I lived up there, see something, say something. Texas is behind the curve. They just started putting that up for the last year. I'm like, that's been out on the East Coast for at least 12 to 14 years. Y'all just catching up. Well, I'm so close I can taste it. I got 4 minutes to get over here. I feel like I'm gonna have to go ahead and jog it out. So I feel like they're gonna close these doors a minute or two before, after I actually made it over here. Within that 1 hour that I hoped would be enough time. I wasn't sure. Got 4 minutes. Made it. Oh. I think management is getting used to seeing me up here every couple of days. I didn't even get this thing paid off. You hear me? He just came out and said, I like your shoes. They look really comfortable. I like the colors. Me too, son. Me too. Yeah, I barely made it up here. He just closed the door. Thankful that they did not close early. Thank you, God. I needed to do that little sprint though. Listen, I did do that. Had a full sprint, but it's done. Amen. I mean, I accomplished that thing. So excited. Thank you. Give me the card and give my receipt too. Thank you so much. I deserve an apple. Thank you, Most High. Thank you, God. Whew. No. Look who hit that 10,000 steps just that fast. Excited, I really want to dance to this music because they don't understand what I just accomplished today. And I'm at the nail spa. Look at God. Hey. The gel taken off of my toenails. I like to start with that request of a service first to see how they handle me. And it has proven to be a good technique for me in making sure I get the right person to do my nails, because how you take care of the health of my nail makes a difference. And I don't want just the polish. I want you to take care of my actual nail bed and my cuticles and all of that. Furthermore, I just came off of a nice little 10,000 steps and ran for 4 minutes. At the end of those, almost toward the end of those steps, and came in sweating, and she didn't even offer me a water. So I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and pay you to remove the gel, and then I'll go to the place that I enjoy going to, which is down off Oaklawn in the neighborhood, where they treat you well. You come in, they offering you drinks, which this place apparently they do as well. But when the man came in, she offered him a margarita, wine, whatever. And so I'm like, okay. No problem, sweet pea. I love to keep my extra coins. No problem. I'll pay for the service. I will. And I won't complain. But I am going to ask for some hydration, some water on my way out after I pay. Ding. There's my friend again. You look different. Are you in work clothes? Hi, baby. Yeah, my little friend that I be running into on my walk just found out that he works for one of the companies that we hire when it's too steep or when it's too high. Like if it's a 7 pitch, 8 pitch, 10 pitch, 12 pitch, or if it's a 3-story, 2-story, we hired that guy. I said, I know your company. He's like, yeah, we're on the, I'm on a Zoom right now talking to them about your company. I said, oh, dear God. I won't say too much. Because I know they give y'all hell. Get back up there. Get more pictures. You didn't get enough detail. And it's like, I've been out there. I'm on the roofs. I know what that is. When you get up there and you think you got everything, they start asking questions. You're like, well, I wasn't trying to take a picture of every single inch. Golly. Anyway, how interesting. Nice to meet you, Cole. Nice to meet you. You and your pooch. Yeah, he's normally really fly. The little jean overalls and a really nice leather shoe. Have his hair done real cute. Today, he looked like, listen, I done been through it. So I'm like, what you got going on? Amazing when you stop and talk to people, how close you are. And I guarantee you that once I get back out in the field in the not too distant future, we're probably going to run into each other now. I almost guarantee it. Small world.